What's up, guys? Welcome back to What Cheers. I'm Nick. Tonight we're going to be taking a look at Fermentation Without Representation from Epic Brewing Company in collaboration with DC Brau. Epic Brewing Company is out of Salt Lake City, Utah, and DC Brau is out of Washington, D.C. And this one is an Imperial Pumpkin Porter that is a porter brewed with pumpkin and spices. Now, from what I understand, this beer is brewed with all the typical pumpkin pie spices that you expect, plus it has 100% Madagascar vanilla beans added to the beer. So it's supposed to be really, really interesting, as well as the fact that the pumpkin is golden delicious pumpkin puree that they add to the beer. So, you know, it's a little bit of a twist on the style, I guess. You know, they're using pumpkin puree as opposed to, like, you know, I guess fresh cut pumpkin, but and the Madagascar vanilla beans will add another layer to the beer along with the pumpkin pie spices. And yeah, this one was actually bottled last September, and it comes in at 7.7% alcohol, so it's not super heavy either. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into it, guys, so let's check out Fermentation Without Representation. Alright, guys, so here's the beer, and as I was pouring it, it was like a really dark, murky brown color to it. It was not too dark or anything like that. You could definitely see through it, but now that it's in a glass, it's kind of hard to see through it. It's like a really dark ruby red color, not much light getting through the glass. Can't really see the carbonation, but it's got a nice one finger head to it. It's like a cream colored head, and it looks very frothy and kind of creamy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get an aroma on the fermentation. Yeah, it's nice. You definitely get the pumpkin puree. That's actually standing out up front for me. Actually picking up some of that vanilla bean character to it as well. And then, of course, I'm picking up the pumpkin pie spices that you always kind of expect in this kind of style of beer. The nose isn't as strong as I wish it was. It's a little bit subdued all the way around, but it does smell good. So let's go ahead and get a taste. Cheers. Oh wow, that's an awesome beer. Really, the reason I'm saying that, first and foremost, the vanilla beans are so in your face, and I love it. Even for a year aged. Huge vanilla notes right up front, like that real vanilla bean taste. You really get it, and it's strong and it's really nice. Immediately followed up by like big like chocolatey notes, some like roasted coffee, just really nice. Again, because it's been aged for a year, I feel like a lot of the pumpkin characteristics are lost in this beer. But you know, like with the Elysian Dark of the Moon, I'm gonna let this warm up a little bit, and hopefully I'll get to pull some more stuff out of it. But honestly, speaking strictly from a porter standpoint, it's absolutely delicious. The vanilla beans are definitely out front, and it's really tasty stuff, guys. Alright, guys, so I've been sipping on this brew for a little bit now, and yep, it is getting really good as it warms up. You know, when it was a little bit colder, I was getting mainly the vanilla bean character to it with the chocolatey notes. Now, this beer is shaping up to be the complete package. I'm getting the pumpkin puree, I'm getting the pumpkin spices, some, you know, allspice, cinnamon, nutmeg, all that. And the vanilla beans have kind of subdued a little bit. Everything seems a little bit more balanced now as it warms up. And that's exactly what you're looking for in a beer like this. Like, you don't want anything too overpowering, anything to like override the other. And yeah, it's a really good beer, a very well made brew, especially for the style. You know, they call it an Imperial Pumpkin Porter. Totally agree. It hits the mark on that, and it's very, very drinkable. It's 7.7% alcohol. You don't taste the alcohol whatsoever. You don't smell it. It's not a lot, but still, there's so many flavors in this beer that it's extremely drinkable, and it has a nice medium body to it. It's nothing too thick at all by any means, but it's not watery either. It's like just in the middle. It's perfect. It's got an awesome sweetness to it. It's just like a touch of sweetness. Carbonation's nice. It's perfect actually. It's kind of low to medium, but it's perfect to kind of move the beer along. And the finish of this beer is pretty incredible. It's like a dark roast, chocolatey kind of note to it, and it just kind of lingers there in your mouth for a while after you swallow. Really nice, like chocolatey roastiness. So yeah, I highly recommend this beer to anybody who loves like chocolatey porters or pumpkin beers, of course. But this is one of the better ones I've had. Certainly non-barrel aged this year, and again, I'm surprised that a beer that's 1 year old in this style still tastes so phenomenal, and all the spices and vanilla bean and everything are still there. So this beer aged really well. Overall, this one has an 86 on BeerAdvocate, and again, I think that's too low for what it is. I think for this one, I think I'd go 92. It's a really, really good beer. There's actually nothing wrong with it, to be honest with you. I think in the 90s, anywhere in there is a really high score, and it's a delicious beer. It's definitely one of the better pumpkin beers that I've had in recent memory. So yeah, guys, check this one out. It's it's out once a year, and I think they do a few batches every year for it, so it might not be too hard to get actually. But yeah, Epic Brewing from Salt Lake City, good stuff, guys. And actually, this was their first ever collaboration beer that they've done. I'm sure they've done more since then, but yeah, they killed it. It's a great beer. If you like vanilla beans, this one has true vanilla bean taste and smell to it. Nothing artificial about this beer whatsoever. All the flavors are totally authentic. Yeah, it's awesome stuff, guys. Seriously. So check it out. And with that being said, remember, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next beer review very soon. Cheers, guys. Thanks.